You're not submissive. Something like that.
So gradation in the characteristics of acharyas. Oh, so gradation in the characteristics of acharyas is also observed. Some acharyas are vigorous, some acharyas are mild, and some acharyas are stern. In various ways, they all shine. So we're online, right? So dear devotees, we're reading Srila Guru Maharaj from an article which was published in 1956 in the Gaudiya Darshan magazine, right?
I thought it said 52, but...
Not 56.
Okay, so just see.
It was 1956, yeah. But it's, so we are reading this article. It's by Srila Guru Maharaj, and he's giving glorification of Jiva Goswami and mentioning about the gradation. So I mean, we've already read some of it, but here we are. Gradation in the characteristics of acharyas is also observed. Anyway, I'll have to read it from the beginnings, the parts you've missed, but this is in honor of Srila Jiva Goswami's disappearance day today. So once a champion scholar, while traveling with the aim of conquering all the directions, came to Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan in Vrindavan. So this is, yeah, okay. Although Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan were powerfully learned and brilliant, they did not enter into debate with the scholar, and instead, out of natural humility, signed letters admitting defeat. Later, this scholar heard that one of their students, like persons who are averse to the soul, was a great scholar of all the philosophical scriptures, and that if one cannot defeat him, then one has not defeated anyone of importance. Let's just repeat that. Later, this scholar heard that one of their students, the students of Rupa and Sanatan, like persons who are averse to the soul. Is this my machine making this sound? Anyway, it wasn't, but anyhow. Like persons who are averse to the soul, was a great scholar of all the philosophical scriptures. Like there are so many jnanis, this idea that just scholarliness.
Right.
And that if one cannot defeat him, then one has not defeated anyone of importance. That's an interesting. The scholar then came to discuss the scriptures with Srila Jiva Goswami and said, I have heard that your learning is widely renowned, so please discuss the scriptures with me, or, like your gurus, sign a letter admitting defeat. And Jiva Goswami said, where are those letters of defeat? Let me see them. The scholar placed the letters in the hand of Jiva Goswami, and Jiva Goswami Prabhu immediately tore up the letters of this scholar, who proudly considered that he had defeated Srila Rupa and Srila Sanatan. Srila Jiva Goswami could not tolerate it, so he immediately tore up the letters when humbly he asked, put it in his hand, tore them up. So Srila Jiva Goswami could not tolerate anyone trying to defeat Rupa and Sanatan. He considered, as it is necessary for me to remove the offense of an offender at the feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan's supra-mundane glory, so as it's necessary for me to remove those offenses, so it is even more necessary for me to use my learning in the proper way, by serving their profound brilliance. So he was thinking that. Knowing that only by doing so would there be any genuine good fortune for both of them, means for himself, because he's faced with this, and for that Digvijay Pandit, big Pandit. So knowing that knowing that only by doing so, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj, Jai Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhanga Ki Jai. For that reason, Jiva Goswami tore up the scholar's letters of defeat and said to him, being unable to understand the greatness of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan as a result of your misfortune, you cannot understand as a result of your misfortune, you have only cheated yourself. I am their unworthy servant. You will be able to appreciate something of how great and how high the position they hold is, you'll be able to appreciate that, is if you converse with me, and then you will understand the reason why I tore up these letters of defeat. Oh, sober expression. Come, what need is there for delay? Their discussion of the scriptures began. Within a short time, the scholar's illusion was cut away. He was defeated and desired to rectify his mistake. Sri Jiva Prabhu then said, if I had not defeated you and glorified them, you would not have understood them. So I have had to proceed this far. Now, if you want genuine good for yourself, quickly go to them and pray for forgiveness. Being unable to understand their liberality and greatness, you have severely disrespected them. What was Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu's conception? To illustrate it, we can explain as follows. A group of dacoits, gundas, criminals, approached a house. When the dacoits wanted the key to the house from the proprietor immediately came out and gave it to them. But when they went to the treasury, they saw there was a guard. The dacoits said, open the door. Look here, the proprietor has given us the key. We will now enter the treasury. The guard said, where is the key? Let me see. The dacoits gave him the key. The guard took the key and said, first defeat me, then enter the treasury. Thereafter, in an intense fight, the guard defeated them all and protected his master's honor and wealth. So this is an example. Everywhere we see in a similar way the greatness of Srila Jiva Goswami's service to the Sampradaya. And in the conduct of Srila Prabhupada, we have seen the same sort of endeavor to serve the Sampradaya and his gurus. This is about Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. By discussing the philosophies of Nyaya, Shankya, Patanjali, and so on, Sri Jiva Goswami Prabhu, Sri Jiva Prabhu, endeavored to make the world appreciate the wondrous nature of devotion to the Lord. As an Englishman should be, what it should be? As an Englishman should be taught in English and a Chinaman should be taught in Chinese, so he grasped the teachings of these sampradayas and endeavored to make them understand his desired end. As an Englishman should be taught in English and a Chinaman should be taught in Chinese, so he, it means, but here talking about Jiva Goswami, should be, so he grasped the teachings of these sampradayas and endeavored to make them understand his desired end. Still today, distinguished scholars become fascinated to see the great outcome of Sri Jiva's expertise in all the scriptures. So he understood all these different branches. The foremost aspect of Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu's pastimes that naturally appears before our eyes is his protection of the proper conception of loving devotion to Sri Krishna, replete with knowledge, realization and detachment. He cut asunder the conceptions of those who were proud of their materialistic learning and firmly established the conception of devotion to Sri Krishna through his 6 Sandarbhas, treatises. Furthermore, so that students would not go down the wrong path and instead follow the path of pure devotion. Oh, I see. Maybe a comma would be good. Anyhow, furthermore, so that students would not go down the wrong path and instead follow the path of pure devotion from the start of their education, and so that they would not be engaged in chanting the names, bad reading, and so they would be engaged in chanting the names of the Lord at every moment, he wrote Sri Hari Namamrita Vyakaran and started a new era even in the world of grammar. His style and endeavors were like those of a prince. To follow and please his gurus, he would go out and spend his days and nights at the base of a tree. Yet the expression that is seen in this world of his tremendous propensity to engage in the service of Sri Sri Radha Govinda is extremely rare. Hare Krishna. Through his conduct, the position of being a prideless, respectful, surrendered servant of the Vaishnavas has been established throughout the world in a highly revered form. I really was only going to read the beginning of this. Maybe we're not halfway, I'm not sure. Should I read it all?
Yeah.
It's sort of difficult to stop. So this is, in case anyone is joined, this is Srila Guru Maharaj and chanting the glories of Jiva Goswami on his disappearance day, and simultaneously the glory of our Guru Parampara, and of course of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So our Sri Guru Pada Padma also in the same way accepted the position of a servant of the crown jewel of Paramahamsas. So this is referring to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Our Sri Guru Pada Padma also in the same way accepted the position of a servant of the crown jewel of Paramahamsas, Srila Gaur Das Babaji Maharaj, demonstrated the process of negating all other conceptions and fully revealed throughout the world the position of being a surrendered servant of the Lord's devotees. In the statements of Srila Babaji Maharaj we find, "When I die, tie my feet with ropes and drag my body down the street. Why? I have not served the Lord. I am sinner, or am I a sinner? I am sinner, a cheat, and I should be punished." In this and other such expressions, he reproaches himself, feeling himself to be fallen and unqualified. In the statements of Sriman Mahaprabhu, we see that he has said, "Kanta Karangiya Mora Kangala Bhakta Gana." My devotees are poor, they carry only a quilt and water pot. Devotees of the Lord always feel, Alas, alas, I have not served the Lord. I have not been able to serve the Lord. Everyone is serving Krishna, but I am unable to do so. And then from Sri Chaitanya Chandramrita, Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi na sangshayaha. Vishvangora rasya magnang spashopi mama na bhavat. The translation is not Guru Maharaj saying, but the translation given here. I have been cheated. I have been cheated. I have been cheated. 3 times. There is no doubt. The whole world has been submerged in Sri Gaura's love, but I have not even been able to, I have not even been touched by it. There's something wrong here in the English, but I have not even been touched by it, that Gaura's love. Now this is Guru Maharaj speaking. Alas, alas, my birth has gone in vain. So this is Guru Maharaj speaking, but he's speaking that verse in his own way. Alas, alas, my birth has gone in vain. All the people of the world are serving the Lord. I alone have been cheated. Then Guru Maharaj speaking, but not kind of as a translation, saying, day and night, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami Prabhu would drink 1 leaf cup of buttermilk and simply lament, O Radha, O Krishna. He would reproach himself as follows, from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto. Huh? Oh well, so this is he would reproach himself as follows, and this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, so it's an example of his mood that's been taken from Srimad Bhagavatam, Guru Maharaj is quoting. And short quote, Sanskrit, Atmanang ched vijaniyat parangyana dutashayaha kim atan kasyava hetor dehang pushnati lampataha. Quote, and this is translation, not Guru Maharaj speaking as such. When one whose desires have been purified by knowledge can understand that the self is superior to the body, then with what intention and for what reason does such a debauchee nourish the body? So when one understands that the self is superior to the body, then with what intention and for what reason does such a debauchee nourish the body? By mouth, so that's kind of the official translation. Now Guru Maharaj is saying, as this verse explanation, by mouth you say, I am spirit, I have no old age, I have no disease. But if truly you have experience of this, then why is your identification of the body with the self so strong? For what reason do you try merely to maintain the body? So that's Guru Maharaj. And now Guru Maharaj, his own words, in this way, advanced devotees always mercilessly whip themselves. Oh, are you on your way? Duty. Okay. Anyway, happily with you this morning. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru. In this way, advanced devotees always mercilessly whip themselves. Sriman Madhavendra Puripad, who refrained even from the practice of begging, also reproached his desire to taste the prasad of Sri Gopinath in Remuna hundreds of times. So he reproached himself hundreds of times, saying or thinking, in Guru Maharaj's words, alas, only for the satisfaction of my tongue I ventured to taste this prasad on the pretext of service to Gopal. then Guru Maharaj saying, in the Lord's message within the verse Na Paraye Hang, Na Paraye Hang, we find evidence that such condemnation of their personal pleasure and endeavor to increase the pleasure of Krishna by advanced devotees deeply moves the Lord. Achha. So in the Lord's message, we find evidence that such condemnation of their personal pleasure and their endeavor to increase the pleasure of Krishna by so those two things, that mood, by advanced devotees, deeply moves the Lord. Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan were embodiments of Sriman Mahaprabhu's verse, Trinadapi Sunichina, to the extent that even Mahaprabhu himself said, yes, Tava Dhainye Hate Morahia, your humility breaks my heart. I think he even said that, please don't be so humble. Oh, maybe he's going to say that now. Oh yes, he is. So with tears in his eyes, Mahaprabhu said, I cannot tolerate it anymore, Sanatan. Check your humility. Don't be so humble. Just see. Hare Krishna. And then Guru Maharaj saying, here the servant has defeated the master, giving the Lord 100 times more than he desired, than the Lord desired. The servant has gone beyond the limit. And so today is Jiva Goswami, and Guru Maharaj mentioning all this because Jiva Goswami is their student. And now Guru Maharaj saying, again Srila Jiva Goswami, through his conduct, unlocks the door to the second chamber, to the treasury of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan, and amazes everyone. Jiva Goswami has said, quote, so that no one makes any offense at the supremely glorious supramundane feet of my gurus, and so that everyone understands the greatness of my gurus, first of all, I have had to raise my head. Here is the foundation for the mentality of an acharya described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Jiva Goswami was fully adorned with all good qualities, that is, boundless learning, nobility, vigor, and so on. From boyhood onwards, he lived a very long life as a brahmachari. Even the storehouse of nectarian knowledge, whose door he opened and whose contents he distributed all over the world, is looted for infinite time. It will always and in ever new ways continue to gradually increase. So although the storehouse was opened, distributed and looted, what's in the storehouse will always and in ever new ways continue to gradually increase. Takoshi La Bhakti Vinod has said about him, Sri Jiva Goswami Kabe Siddhanta Salile Nivaibena Tarkanala Chitta Jahe Jwale. It doesn't say where this is from. Oh, KKT. It's from the KKT 3.4.6. I'm not quite sure what the KKT is.
Krishna Karnam.
Yes.
But how will it be that?
No, it's not Krishna Karnamitam. It's
Anyhow, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was saying we can look into this. Probably at the end it may give us a little, at the end of the article. Now the official, like translation or official or not, translation, not Guru Maharaj's words of this is, when will Sri Jiva Goswami extinguish the fire of argument that burns in my heart with the water of his Siddhanta? So he's going to extinguish it with the water of his Siddhanta. Okay, well, We still do have a little way to go, but we've come so far, and normally I really don't want to read too long, because we know that mostly devotees can't, well, not only devotees, it's not the age where we can keep concentrated. But I am going to read some more. It is Jiva Goswami's disappearance day, and this is Guru Maharaj's very powerful argument. A very powerful, powerful glorification and argument.
The spirit of Jiva Goswami. Yeah.
The next word is argument. So kind of started to. Okay, so Srila Guru Maharaj saying, argument or doubt is a troublesome disease. It burns like fire. Instead of peace, it increases agitation. But when Sri Jiva is merciful to us, we can find peace. What we understand to be matters of argument, he has raised, rebutted, and refuted 1,000 times more arguments than that in his 6 sandhavas. Whatever comes up in our mind as argument, he's refuted thousands of times more than that in his sandhavas. Thus, still today, the educated society praises him as a wellspring of learning and brilliance. After perfectly serving the Sampradaya with great reverence for a very long time and completely fulfilling the desires of his gurus, Sri Jiva Prabhu purified today's date and withdrew, passed away, disappeared. Today, on this day, we are begging specially for his mercy. He is the guardian of the door to loving devotion, Raga Bhakti. May he mercifully open the door to the path of love, Raga Marga, manifested by his Guru Pada Padma, and bless us by giving us the qualification to enter it. This is our prayer. The fatal downfall of mundane imitationists, the Prakrita Sahajya Sampradaya. So the fatal downfall of the mundane imitationists that ignore him is truly heartbreaking. He, Jiva Goswami, is the guardian of our wealth, our everything. This is our conviction. And then, so we are at the end. And so there is then, Srila Guru Maharaj gives a Sanskrit verse at the end, and I'm not sure where it's from, but then we have the translation. So Guru Maharaj is ending his article here, and it's a little longer, but we'll do our best to read the Sanskrit. Ja Sankhya Pankina Kuttarka Pangsunna Vivarta Gatina Cha Lupti Didhiting Shuddham Vyadhad Vak Suddhaya Maheshwaram Krishnang Sa Jivaha Prabhur Astu Me Gatihi. And the translation, not Guru Maharaj's words, but the translation given here. With his nectarian teachings, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu revealed the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, whose effulgence had been hidden by the mud of calculation, the dust of fallacious logic, and the ditch of illusionism, Mayavad. May he be our shelter.
Jai.
Jai.
Jai Shri Jiva Goswami ki Jai. And earlier, maybe before that we went on air, then we did read about Sri Jagadish Pandit, whose disappearance is also today. And he was, I forget exactly the wording, but he was contained and distributed from him love of God everywhere, all over the world. So, 2 great personalities, disappearance day today, and we not only duty-bound, we are heart-bound as well to chant the Disappearance Day song for those in our Sampradaya line, Jayanilo Prema Dham. So we've got Keshwanandru here, and Keshwanandru will read, not read for us, sing for us, lead, not read, well, not read, but lead for us. So Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Srila Jiva Goswami ki Jai, Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatana ki Jai, 6 Goswamis ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai, and Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai.
Jayanilo Premadhana Karuna Pracho Jayanilo Premadhana Karuna Pracho Hello Prabhu Kotakela Acharya Thakur Hello Prabhu Kotakela Acharya Thakur Kamura Swarup Rupa Kasanatana Rama
Then our morning program.
We're all a little bit.
Are we meant to end at 8?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened to this morning. I don't know which camera we're on, but something happened, and we've been here basically all the time. We were watching and hearing. We were hearing mainly Srila Guru Maharaj this morning, and we had our morning program, everything going on, and suddenly it's almost 8. So I don't know what to say, except we can sing something till 8. I don't think it's really Chaitanya Charitamrita time. And we've got Ananda Swarupini Devi Rasi here. And all of the devotees can sing very nicely. But there is gradation, as we heard from Srila Guru Maharaj this morning. There is gradation everywhere.
Yes,
so,
we're very happy.
Please sing us a happy kirtan.
Happy kirtan.
Okay.
Okay, I won't embarrass you anymore.
No, okay. No, I'll do that. Well, can I ask a question, please?
You may ask a question.
Is
She
there
says
any
here that you will be captured also.
book or something we can or should, read by Jiva Goswami or anything? Or
By Jiva Goswami.
any advice like that, or not really?
Right now, I would say what to read about Jiva Goswami is him going on Parikrama of Navadip Dham led by Nityananda when he was young. Like Guru Maharaj was saying, long life, all his life, how auspicious life. So that I can recommend at this time to read. That's very Jiva Goswami centered.
On the website, Maharaj?
It is on the
Probably on our
website.
bookshelf
It's
as
also
well
on the
somewhere.
bookshelf. It's also, I hope, every devotee's electronic device. But about Keshavananda, Abhinava, somebody can say about a book he
No, I will.
composed.
The Sandarbhas.
Yes, many.
But we won't go to read those. We will understand everything. What we've got from Guru Maharaj, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada is Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, 6 Goswamis, and Vishwanath Chakravarti, Vishwanath Chakravarti, the whole line. We've got their content given by Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. So please don't go to read everywhere. We don't have time to read everything that's been given by Gurudev and Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Well, we do have time. I think we have read everything we get our hands on, as it were, but that's where our focus will be. And we don't know who translated the other books, and anyhow, we are going to come back to Gurudev and Guru Maharaj to get the understanding. What kind of quality of article we just read just now, then we'll stay safe under
that's
Guru
yeah.
Maharaj and Gurudev.
Okay, that's just. Thank you.
And you can reread what we read this morning.
Maharaj, we hear also that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Guru Maharaj are in that mood of Srila Jiva in
Yes.
his writings.
Some aspect of them,
Yeah.
yes. And so they are likened in their preaching style, their assertion, and in how Guru Maharaj described, showing what is not, but showing what is, two sides of the thing, and with great scriptural backing.
When we think of that occasion where Guru Maharaj was being presented with questions that went on for 2 days or something like that, and he's counting on his fingers over an inordinate length of time, and then begins his, then we can see why Guru Maharaj is saying we're seeing
Srila Jiva Goswami in Guru Maharaj.
oh, anyway, I'm getting
He was seeing it in
still we can see it also in
But
Srila
following
Guru Maharaj.
that, yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
He's carrying that, and in a way, an unassailable way, because he knows everything, all the scriptures, and not just knowing those things. He is, carrying that real heart of Mahaprabhu, the Goswamis, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, anyway.
Sorry, that's very much like Guru. Counting on his fingers, what do you mean?
Of all the questions he was being
Oh,
asked,
Oh wow.
to remember them, and then 2 days later starting to answer, and of course, affectionately conquering every direction. So that person said, well, I've already got, I'm already initiated, but please, my son will take him as your disciple. That, you know.
And because we're in England and I'm sitting beside Keshav Nandabu, the word flabbergasted comes to mind, which I don't know if it's an actual word.
It is a word.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a word.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And Maharaj, sometimes we hear that in the future, what has been given by these wonderful, beautiful devotees gets newer meaning, gets newer beauty to it, gets a newer explanation. So after that, Saraswati Thakur, Guru Maharaj.
And that's what Srila Guru Maharaj said. Although Jiva Goswami opened the storehouse and distributed everywhere, and saying, you also had plundered, distributed some is plundered. But that storehouse ever
Still
was
growing,
increasing with newer and newer
Yeah.
wonder, like this.
Yeah.
Some words he used. We can all reread this. And like everything, like we just read that and we think, wow, it's the best thing ever. Best thing ever we read about Jiva Goswami.
This morning.
Because today we read it, so like this. But a good question, and there we go. So now some singing time, because Hari Nam Sankirtan, and we can, because we are many. So.
I can do Vibhavari Shesha or
Yes,
Hariharaya or
perfect.
just
Perfect. Vibhavari Shesha followed by Hari Harai Namakrishna.
Okay. Vibhavari Sheshaya Loka Pradasha Nilachari Udodi
Vibhavari Shesha Lokapavesha Nijachari Uttodiva Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Ram Krishna Hayagriva Vamana Shimadhusudana Rajendra Nandana Shyama Utana Gatana Vajravatana Jaya Sarati Rama Yashoda Dulala Gopina Gopala Vrindavana Purandara Gopi Priya Jana Radha Ramana Bhavana Sundara Vara Ravanantara Mahanantara Koti Jana Vasrari Vajera Rakala Goma Vrindavara Hari Vamsidhari Yogindra Vandana Srinandanandana Vajrajana Bhaya Hari Nani Nani Radha Rupa Manohara Mohana Vamsi Bihari Yashoda Nandana Ansani Sunana Nikunja Rasa Virasi
So flow straight into Hari Hari Nama without a pause. Difficult to do that, isn't it?
Hari Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Hari Hari Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Srimadhusudan Radha Jai Sparikashi Shri Guru Gauranga Sunda Radha Giridhariju Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sunda Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakshita Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vinda Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vinda Ki Jai Jai all the assembled devotees Ki Jai all the world devotees Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya West London chapter Ki Jai Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudana Maharaj Ki Jai Srila Jiva Goswami Disappearance Day Ki Jai Jai Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande
Haribo.
Jagadish.
Oh Jagannath